Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Derek Holland, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he has really struggled his last 3 outings. The ERA totally inflated. It's over 5. When you look at that, that's too many runs he's given up. And he's just not giving his team a chance to even get out the gate and win the game.
Here's Michael Brantley, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Left fielder, Michael Brantley.
And underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Harold, these White Sox, as they enter play today, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is a big game. Nobody likes to get swept in a series. Losing the first 2 games kind of put their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond as they try to get 1 win in this place as they get ready to get out of here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1 to Brantley. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Well, he gets a base hit right there on a sinker that just did not sink. Not a good sign for this guy. Look, he's going to have to execute a sinker or it's going to be a long night. Or should I say it's going to be a short night for him.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Previously against Derek Holland, he's gone 2 for 8. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. Nobody out, runner on first. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one on to first, a double play. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, Matt, facing a sinker baller, you got to think about get the ball up. What happens with the guy that throws a sinker? When you get it up, it straightens out. But when he's got that ball that starts about thigh high and starts to bite down on you, that's going to end up in the dirt. You're probably not going to be able to do anything with it. You go to the plate with the mindset of get that ball up. You set your focus on bring that to the thigh high or up, and you got a chance to hit it when it straightens out.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody usually calls a pretty nice game back there, although consistency has been an issue brought up with him in the past. We'll see if it comes into play.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cabrera going back on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Indians there. Nothing for the Indians in their half of the first. The White Sox coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Danny Salazar gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Matt, he's coming off a great outing in my mind. I mean, he pitched into the 9th inning. He got the win for his team. He's a guy that's durable and is able to go deep in games. Hopefully we'll see that again from him today.
Harold, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
They're having fun right now. When you put together a 6-game win streak, everybody starts getting interested in coming to the park early. Do I have extra work to do? Because you're looking at 1 week of great baseball, and you die for those streaks. They just don't happen that often in a season.
Melky Cabrera.
Here's Melky Cabrera. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
Ready with the 1-0. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fouled back. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, Matt, as you know, they haven't been scoring many runs lately. Maybe this is the catalyst to get things going for them and pull them out of this losing streak. That's a big RBI single for them early in the game.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
The 1-0 delivery. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now or will he continue to stay away?
No one out with a runner at second. Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
Here it is on 3-1. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3:30 sign near the bullpen. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Well, he got himself in a good hitter's count and hit that changeup. Maybe he had a good scouting report, but he tries to pitch backwards. Going to throw off-speed pitches in fastball counts and fastballs in the breaking ball count.
Here's Todd Frazier now. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
4 straight hits, 4 batters. You may not see that very often. When one team is able to walk up there and the first 4 hitters of the game get hits, man, they're on fire.
Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Oh, 1, here it comes. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
The key to me is driving in runs. Their runners in scoring position, they've been really struggling. I mean, you don't have to hit home runs, but pick up that runner that's at third base with less than 2 outs. Hit the ground ball and drive him in. Just the little things, and as they continue to add on inning by inning, the before you know it, you put together a good game. That's what they got to do.
Yohan Moncada is at the plate as he looks at ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Way out in front.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
The 2-1 pitch. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
In there, and it's full 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And here's Tyler Saladino, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. In there, and it's even at 1. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he misses 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants that's right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
High pop-up. Colabello is there for it, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Second inning upcoming here on the south side. It's the White. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Colabello. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Chris Colabello.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people. Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Well, let's take a look at the White Sox defense brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Yohan Moncada. When this guy was coming out of Cuba and working out, every team was there trying to sign him. But he is a special talent. Big for his size. Big guy. Playing second base and can play a little third as well. But the switch hitter's got some pop.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jason Kipnis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here it comes. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. 1 out, nobody on. Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Kipnis runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in, and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Down and away, ball 1. Previously against Derek Holland, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's thrown the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This pitch just misses a bit inside and catches him about mid-thigh. That's the meaty part of the leg, so as soon as the initial pain wears off, he should be just fine.
In now, Brandon Geyer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
He really was struggling. He needed that strike right there. It's been a while since he'd thrown one. That's just not the way he wanted to start this inning.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Hit the last batter. Now he finds himself down 3-1. Look, he's just got to groove one and get himself back in the rhythm and throw strikes.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Bases are loaded, so he's looking to get his guys right back into this one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And he misses again. 2-0.
Exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. To third. Frazier's up with it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The White Sox lead this one 3-1. Here's Peter Borges standing in.
And
he'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Fielder,
He's ready. Here's the first offering. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. And the pitch. And he takes strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Indians.
up next for the White Sox.
And behind the plate, Yan Gomes. You know, he calls one of the best games in baseball. He's got a great pitching staff to work with. But the thing I like about him, he will throw to different bases, and he can only do that because he's got such good footwork.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Now, Matt, that was a fastball. He had to have made up his mind that he's going to swing as soon as he releases it. That wasn't even a breaking pitch, and he was hacking.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number
Good
53.
range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the White Sox 3 and the Indians 1. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side as we get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan.
Leading off for the
Ready
Indians,
for another chance?
left fielder,
Michael Brantley.
Michael
They'll start things out here with
Brantley.
his guys down a pair as we begin the 3rd. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. On the ground up the middle. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
That's a nice controlled 2-strike approach. You cut your swing down, and all you want to do is see the ball and hit it.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Garcia has a read on it. 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 10.
Edwin Encarnacion now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He waits. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. And the Indians have come back to tie things at 3. Well, I'm not sure that ball's ever going to be found. It went so far. One of the most impressive home runs we've ever seen, and the show track numbers are just ridiculous. Get this, the projected distance registered at over 500 feet. Very few balls in history have reached that territory, so expect to see that one on highlight reels for a long time to come.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Chris Colabello.
Colabello.
Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Second baseman, number 22. Jason Kipnis.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Here he comes again. 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Cabrera on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning.
Jose Abreu.
Now here it comes. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A high fastball is in there. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 21.
One out here in the Chi Sox third. And standing in, a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier as they take the lead 4-3.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. Ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yoán Moncada. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But for the Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 4-3 for the Southsiders. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Ramirez.
Started that swing a bit too early. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate. So maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
Standing in now, Brandon Guyer, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. High in the air out towards shallow right. Garcia has a read on it. Oh, no, he dropped it. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he lost sight of it. But then I watch it and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
Grounded to first. Taken in by Abreu. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. Check swing grounder to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Tribe. Score holds at 4-3. Here's Tyler Saladino looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Number 20.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Now batting.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow. It's a solo home run here from Avisail Garcia. And it's now 5-3.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The center fielder, number
Here's Peter
44.
Borges standing in.
Peter Borges.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Line drive to center field, and that'll be a base hit here for Borges. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's one you build on right there.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Skied into very shallow right. Geyer has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The left fielder, number 53.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It's a. Here's Michael Brantley. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Left fielder Michael Brantley.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. On the ground softly towards second. Moncada fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting shortstop Francisco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland.
Digging in and looking for more, Edwin Encarnacion comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're still down 5-3. Zach McAllister is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
McAllister.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Third baseman number 21.
Digging in to try it again. Todd Frazier. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Ready for another shot now. Giovanni Soto. His prior history versus this arm, 0 for 7. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up double number 2 on the year. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped up. Ramirez is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yoan Moncada. He's struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A man left for the White Sox as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Striding in once again, Chris Colabello. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Colabello.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful. And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Second baseman, number 22.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Squared that one up just a little late. Nobody out, runner on first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Abreu is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Digging in
Jose
once again.
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. A bit suspiciously, he's been hit twice in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Here comes the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now.
The batter, right fielder, Brandon Geyer.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Geyer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Out of play. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall, and he is in there. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and that's going to do it for Derek Holland. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Zach Putnam, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
57, Zach Putnam.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He was a double play victim last time around. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
No strike.
Three 3-0 pitch on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Ready once again, Austin Jackson. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the White Sox 5 and the Indians 4. Now, Tyler Saladino. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. In there at the letters 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul wide of first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Oh, my. This ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center, and it's now 6-4.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Now
Into the box, Avisail Garcia.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now that's a nice base hit right there. Don't overlook this guy just because he's down at the bottom of the order. He's a pretty good hitter.
Peter Vargas.
Here's Peter Borges standing in.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
Brantley is over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. In there, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Runners on first with 1 down. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. In there, a base hit. Throw into third. And he's safe. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose.
Ready for another chance? Jose Abreu. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
I like the pitch right there, Matt. Bases loaded. You got to look for that strikeout right there. That's a nasty pitch for the hitter to lay off of. I'd come back with it again.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Another 1-2 delivery. Liner toward right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Throw won't get him.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his 3rd RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball game.
Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now.